We have a big heat on hand. Quarterfinal number 3, Caipuguro along with Peter Mel. Frederico Morais is out on the water in the red jersey, the pride of Portugal, versus Willian Cardoso out of Brazil, a surfer who's been shown throughout this competition. This is what happened when we were away, though.
Frederico heading left and has, again, been putting big numbers early in heats and putting and applying the pressure to his competitors, and it looks like he's done that once again. You know, Frederico carrying a ton of confidence. You know, those prior situations where he has, seems like all the pressure in the world, and gets 2 wild cards as well.
Thanks for your explanation, Pete. As we look to Willian Cardoso, and it looked like he was slow just from the start of that wave.
As much as anyone.
Willian on the backhand this time. Nice couple swings at it, but goes incomplete again, so
we'll get back to that.
Morais snapping off the top, throwing the tail. Nice little check turn, sets up for a vert. Lipper there throwing 12 o'clock on the forehand, Peter. I love it.
I could talk for weeks about it.
Well, let's talk about Frederico Morais, because he just threw the tail. Unfortunately, he goes incomplete. Lots of waves coming through here.
Wow, I call him Steady Freddy, and then this happens. Oh, no.
And right behind him, the Kung Fu Panda, Willian Cardoso, wants to put a headlock on a finish here, able to do so.
That's funny.
He gets a double up on the inside, glides through that inside dump section.
Much better.
Was that complete, that finish?
No, but still. Here, bigger set wave, going right this time. You know, he's very similar in the sense that he is very steady on his feet. You know, right there, climbs it. I would say that's complete right there. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give it to him.
It just the wave caught up with him after he rode. What happens here for Frederico Morais? Long wall out in front of the Portuguese surfer, snaps it on that first turn. Got to get around this whitewater section, floats it to get around, so doubles up on the inside. Nice carve back, and little steeper with the lip line glide, and a nice finish.
He pulled the trigger, he sees a good wave, and no mistakes. Steady Freddy all the way across here. Beautiful first turn, and then this glide right here, up and over top of the whitewater. So important to keep that speed flowing. It's so easily to get hung up, and he did. And then the big carve, and then the floater finish again. That kind of maneuver we saw during the Vans Triple Crown at Haleiwa on the toilet bowl section. He did that to a T each and every heat, and it gave him huge scores. Going to improve here again. He's going to better the 5.43, probably better the 6.17, and put his lead that much further away from Willian Cardoso.
Here's a slow-mo.
Very similar to what we see from Italo Ferreira, how he accentuates the maneuver by carrying the speed and then just like punching the lip and then finessing it off.
Does heighten the requirement for Willian Cardoso, and he's just going to keep on surfing this heat through. Back to his feet again. Powerful snap off the whitewater. Another big spray throwing snap up in the lip late, but no problem. He escapes the explosion, goes complete, and Freddy's on.
Dog saying that he's on a board that has less volume than he was riding at Trussell's, but he's on the same board that he's been riding this whole event, so he's also elected to ride the same board. As you see right here, some big bashes out the back from the big man, Willian Cardoso, coming down with it right there. So great surfing, as we saw out the back.
You can break it down for us.
So he takes off on this first outside set wave, and what he has to do here is he has to answer to the good wave of Frederico Morais, and that's what it, you know, at this point in the heat, can't make mistakes. Again, getting down to his belly to pretty much complete and ride it out. You're right, you know, and I think there's a little loss of her to a snowboarder if he were to have a fall and kind of a butt check and pull it off.
Yeah, hand drag, butt check, but this guy's checking all the boxes right here. Frederico Morais continues to surf through it. Cap time.
Okay. In the entire world for their surfers. You know, we saw it from Thiago Pires, and now from Frederico and even Vasco Ribeiro, who won that World Junior titles. You take a look at the very beginning of this heat. Score, a 6.17. It is in his top 2. So again, off the hooter, he put up a good number. And he's kept that number so far, trying to improve. Wave number 4 came in at a 6.5. This is a 4.83 from Willian Cardoso. We're waiting for that last wave too, being that will be his second solid score. He'll replace that 2.5. Beautiful angle from up top at Steady Freddy. Again, I was talking about that move there. I mean, that float climb It's an essential move. You know, you go off the bottom and it kind of helps with the flow, but going up and over that section like that foamy section, to keep speed is so essential to get that ride.
We were having dinner the other day, and I was like, you know what? I feel like you're gonna win a comp this year. I told him, so he just beat me right now. He's in the semis, and I really hope he wins. But I think about myself, it's a good result. You guys know I'm always like fighting for keep myself on tour, and I only had one good result at the QS.
A great strategy. Take a look at this wave here. Best wave of the heat. Not the biggest set wave, but it did give him the opportunity to hit the lip on the outside sections. So there, connecting with the lip, so two-turn combo here, gets himself a 7.5. They really love that final maneuver on the end section. Again, gets that board up and over, and you see when you can get that release and actually turn off the lip, that adds a little bit of extra difficulty.
We'll get back to that conversation because Willian Cardoso is going to try to make his comeback. He does, however, need a 9.5. This wave doesn't really smell like a 9.5, and for sure not without a finish. Cascais, the town, as their homeboy, Frederico Morais, the local Portuguese surfer, is on to semi-final number 2.